Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2024 general reading. We're looking at the first half of September, the first couple of weeks of September. And this reading is for the fire sign of Sagittarius. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for being here, for taking the time to watch these videos. It's a blessing to create them. You're part of that, so thank you. Sagittarius, if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Sagittarius, this is for you. If you're a cross-watcher and you're cross-watching for a Sagittarian, this video is also for you. It's also relevant. If you know any of your signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, watch those videos as well. It can be helpful and provide a bit more insight into your personal situation. It's a general reading. It might resonate a little differently for everyone. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, of course. And if something really does hit home with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, or the reading style resonates with you, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, excuse me, you can feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact information by clicking on the description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you pretty quickly. The same day or within 24 hours with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life of different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. There's a little something in there for everyone. And I'm quite diligent about the timely scheduling of personal readings. So if you're interested, message me. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see what the first half of September 2024 looks like for you. For those of you who like to know, I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with the Devil, obsessive energy, perhaps obsessive, unhealthy energy, something, a habit, a pattern, something that you're attached to that is or has become unhealthy, but you're still quite attached to it. Eight of Coins. It might be an unhealthy work situation for some of you. You're working in a job or a work environment that isn't good. It might be stressful. It might represent, an inordinate amount of work or just a lot of chaos or conflict at work. Now, for some of you, it might not be work in terms of a job, business, etc., but it might be that some of you, it could be workaholic. For some of you, you're putting too much effort into work or business. Now, for some of you, it might not be work or business that has this unhealthy or bad pattern energy. The Eight of Coins or the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Earth is our kind of nose to the grindstone energy, trying to work on building a solid, stable future for yourself, right? It's a card about working conscientiously, working hard, maybe getting up early, staying up late. But it really represents the amount of energy you're putting into something because you're hoping to build it, right? Into the Ten of Pentacles, which would be long-term security and stability where you can relax and not worry so much about the future. So it could be work, business, money-related issues for some of you. It could be a relationship of some kind, romantic, family, something that you're putting and have been, I think, putting quite a lot of effort into to try to make it more stable and to grow it. It looks to be unhealthy in some way. Unless it has a beginning, a middle, and an end that's relatively short-lived. For example, the Devil isn't always a challenging or unhealthy card. It often is, but this can be quite useful in the short term because it represents, pulling energy, time, all of that from other areas of life and focusing it mostly in one area of life, right? Which is often why it's a card that shows up for addictions. But say you're trying to finish getting your degree, or you're trying to build a business, or you're building a home or something like that. You have to take, a lot of time and energy and whatever and focus it into one area kind of obsessively in order to achieve your goal, right? It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Beyond that, it becomes habit and it becomes pattern, and that's when it becomes unhealthy. When it's just too much and it goes on too long. Next, we have the Ten of Cups. Happy home, white picket fence energy. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. Wishes granted here. Kind of a rescue of some kind, or the potential for that. I mean, the Star is one of the secondary wish granted cards. You know, it's a card based on operating in faith. And in the tarot, the Star comes after the Tower, which is usually an event, perhaps unexpected, that comes in and breaks everything down, shakes everything up, you know, causes chaos and upheaval no matter what it is, right? The Star comes after that to renew, restore, and rebuild. It's kind of like spring after winter, you know, hope after despair, health after sickness. So there's renewed sense of hope, faith, and optimism here, and it's particularly centered around home and family. Next, we have the Page of Cups, incoming messages, positive messages. Six of Wands, victory, triumph, success, recognition. Some of you, in terms of work and business, some of you, this might be after an inordinate amount of work in something, it is finally paying off. It might be promotions, bonuses, raises, you know, that sort of thing. From the bottom of the deck, representing the overall energy, focus, and subject matter for the first half of September, Sagittarius, is the Nine of Wands, our wounded warrior card, we call this. So in the tarot, tends to represent a cycle completion or coming full circle. So the Ten of Wands, the card after this, would represent, okay, I've reached the end of my rope. It's grown to be too heavy. This has to end. I'm laying this burden down. Well, here in the preceding card, you're very close to completing what maybe has turned out to be quite a challenging road or a challenging project or whatever. It's a card of feeling kind of discouraged, maybe feeling like giving up. I've been through so much, and yet here is yet another thing, or the same thing is happening over and over and over again. Let's peel that back just a little bit. Let's take a look at that Nine of Wands. Because obviously there's quite a sudden transition here. From pouring yourself into something and maybe wondering if it's ever going to work, to all of a sudden, it's kind of like the clouds part and the sun shines through. Let's take a look at that Nine of Wands. Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, the Devil, and the Fool. Spirit is bringing an opportunity for a new beginning here, a new path, a new chapter, which means that it's a major cycle is coming to an end. Now, it's kind of dependent on what you choose to do, right? It looks like the opportunity to get rid of the devil energy, regardless of what it is here. Spirit is bringing an opportunity for you to move forward on a different path, but it's up to you. That's what judgment is, right? Judgment is you're called to account for your actions and your choices, what you did, right? So there's an opportunity here. There's a choice to be made. Spirit is providing you with a chance to. The Fool, the very first major arcana card in the tarot. That's why the Fool has the 0 on his card. A chance to end one phase, one pretty significant cycle, chapter, set of chapters in your life, and start on a brand new path, moving forward into the unknown, stepping off the beaten path, getting out of your comfort zone, and ending some particular cycle. Let's take a look at that Devil and the 8 of Coins. The Emperor, the World. The World is the last major arcana card. So it looks like, again, there's an opportunity for something to come to an end. The Emperor with the Devil, I don't like with the Eight of Coins, because it represents somebody who's very domineering and controlling, who takes the naturally strong leadership of and forthrightness of the Emperor and takes it to a real negative extreme. So the Emperor energy becomes negative, controlling, like a dictator sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, for work or business, this would be somebody who's like the worst kind of boss to have, right? It's my way or the highway, right? The Hanging Man, the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, you know, feeling like you're being kept in perpetual suspense, feeling like, but part of it is on you as well. I mean, we have the Eight of Swords here, which is a card of, I've gotten myself into a situation I don't like, I'm dissatisfied with, or I downright hate, but I can't get out of it because, you know, and then there's all these reasons, excuses, and justifications we give ourselves for the reasons why we can't leave an unhealthy or unhappy situation, because of this, because of that, because of the other thing. It's not that, you know, the concerns aren't valid, but the Eight of Swords is somebody who keeps themselves stuck because they feel like the external challenges would be too great, or they're afraid, right? So they allow themselves to stay in that situation. They tell themselves, because there's something in that situation that they need and they can't get somewhere else. That's what we tell ourselves, right? That's the nature of the devil. Because the devil, you know, might be unhealthy, but it does keep pulling you back in because there's something in there that keeps drawing you back in. Six of Cups. I think this is, whatever this situation is, job, business, relationship, I think that you've been pouring yourself into it for quite some time, and probably found yourself getting trapped in this endless circle, this endless cycle of, well, I've put this much work into it, I should probably just see it through. And it just kind of continues and continues and continues and continues. Always with this hope, right? It's like dangling the carrot in front of the donkey to keep the donkey moving. Because the donkey always thinks he's just about ready to get that carrot, but of course never does. So, difficult cycle to break, but Spirit is presenting a clear opportunity here. And it looks like you guys move on it. Ten of Cups, the Star. There's hope here. And then a message of success and victory. That's kind of the flow of this reading. King of Wands, that's you. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And the Ace of Pentacles, a brand new beginning. Could be a new job, new project, moving, relocating, a new job. Ten of Swords, after you've come to the challenging and sometimes painful realization that something is at an end, it's not going to work out, it didn't work out, or it's never going to be what you kept telling yourself it was going to be. But out of this springs hope and the opportunity for a new beginning. Spirit is kind of dropping a choice in your lap. You're going to stick with this, or you're going to move down a new path. It feels like a lot of you moved down the new path. Page of Cups, Six of Wands. Six of Swords. Yes, a card of healing, of putting the past behind you, moving to a better place, more peaceful, more calm. There's still healing going on. You're not quite to the other shore, non-solid ground yet, but you're definitely headed in the right direction. And actually, there's a sense of physical movement with this too. You're physically leaving something behind for some of you. The Chariot, success through determination, perseverance, and willpower. There's challenges on this new path. Maybe there's a variety of moving parts, but you're well able to do it. And all the pressure, the stress, the anxiety gets lessened, even negated and uplifted when the sun comes in. Because it brings relief, illumination, and an easing of the stress and the anxiety. Advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. I mean, it's pretty clear what path Spirit wants you to take away from the devil energy. But let's pull some specific cards and see. The Eight of Cups, leaving, walking away, turning your back on that which has run its course, or it's proven to be unfulfilling. It's not what you thought it was going to be in the beginning. It's time to walk away. That's pretty clear. The Tower and Death. Well, it's pretty clear what Spirit wants you to do. End this. Let it fall. Let it crumble. Move on. Final endings. Transformation. And the Six of Wands. Again, victory, triumph, success, recognition. So it's pretty clear. It's often pretty clear what path Spirit wants us to take. Our intuition tells us that most of the time if we pay attention to it. But you've got the Devil card twice, and that, whatever this Devil card represents, whatever this, it has a strong hold on you, I think, because of the long, slow accumulation of time and history that's gone into it. But it's quite clear that Spirit is saying it's time to leave, to walk away, run away, actually. Take the new opportunity. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Sagittarius. Those are your messages for the first half of September 2024. Hope they were helpful, useful, clarifying for you, for those of you for whom it resonated. If it did, hit home, if you'd like to pull the curtain back on it and take a deeper look, or you simply like the reading style if it resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, personal readings make great gifts because they're incredibly personal. If you're interested, email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description of this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the next set of readings. Until then, stay well, be happy. Hope to see you back here again soon. I hope to hear from some of you as well. Bye-bye.